Hi Taro, hi Takeshi. Both of you contributed to a deep dive report on Japan entitled Emerging from the Lost Decades. Taro, I'll start with you. The Bank of Japan hiked interest rates in March for the first time in 17 years. This brings Shunto labor negotiations, so wages rise by 5%. Now, that was the biggest increase in 32 years. Has Japan finally broken out of its economic stagnation?
Yes, absolutely. The more than 5% wage hike agreed in this year's wage negotiation is eye-poppingly strong from Japan economist viewpoint too. Uh, this is a clear sign that Japanese corporates are finally shaking off its disinflationary mindset regarding on their wage and price setting behavior uh, because of the big push from rising import prices, probably due to a war in Ukraine and also weaker yen. And this clearly lead to a Bank of Japan's historical pivot towards conventional monetary policy.
And Japan's long periods of deflation had a profound impact on the investment behavior of Japanese households. They basically shunned equities. Now we have inflation returning to Japan. Do you foresee Japanese households shifting money away from deposits into equities?
I clearly see signs that households are finally aware of the risks that keeping their money into deposit eventually facing inflation. So I think they are shifting their money more towards risk assets, mainly about equities. So looking back, Japan's stock prices, it used to be something that just declines, and people were skeptical about putting their money on it. But eventually, we are seeing more than 10 years of picking up of the Nikkei price index, and I see the households are kind of confident and feeling safe to put their money in it. So I think that will be a very supportive factor for Japan's equities.
And Takeshi, geopolitical risks are on the rise. A lot of Japanese industries are facing increased competition from China. What are the key strategic industries investors should be focusing on?
So one of them would be semiconductors, and Japan has, from previously, been strong on the production tools for chips. Also, materials are a key strength. So these will be continuing to be an important factor as we head into higher end chip production. Also, the high-end chip production planned by Rapidas in Japan is something that is also more of a challenge as well, considering that they haven't produced the 7 nano, 5 nano, and they're going straight to the 2 nano. Another area is defense, which is used to be about 1% of GDP spending, which is going to rise to 2% over the next 5 years or so. Also used to be about mid single digit margins, but orders flowing in are gradually bringing that up to potentially double digit margins ahead. And Mitsubishi Heavy, for example, may benefit the most, being 21% of the defense contract orders in the recent years.
And we have to talk about artificial intelligence. What's Japan's role in AI?
So I think AI can do two things for corporates. One is to make the processes internally efficient, which Hitachi is currently planning as they train about 50,000 Gen AI specialists internally. And also, they will also target to provide solutions for clients through use of Gen AI to improve client workflow as well. So it's also a revenue generative opportunity as well. Another one is Yaskawa. They have their subsidiary developed AI in their latest robot model, and these can actually do tasks that previous robots could not in terms of replacing human labor. So expanded use of robots in various industries could help a population decline in Japan.
And Taro, Takeshi, thanks for your time.